The Dog Tag Fellowship is a 5-month fellowship program. Currently, we're recruiting for cohort 14, fully virtual, fully online. It'll be going from July 13th to November 19th with a fall break from the 6th to the 10th of September, right around Labor Day. It's a full-time program, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Thursday. And there's no cost to participate. In fact, we actually provide you with a monthly stipend. We have up to 16 fellows per cohort and 2 cohorts per year. So there's 5 elements to the fellowship program. And you will have heard Monifa talk about some of the aspects of the fellowship. We not only have that academic foundation with the business classes with Georgetown, which end with the certificate in business administration, but we also have other parts to it. It's not just sitting in a classroom learning. We also have ongoing entrepreneurs come in and talk to people and talk about their experiences, much like what 100 Entrepreneur does, but on a much more regular basis because it's a 5-month daily program. Those are referred to as learning labs. We have a focus on well-being and reflection the entirety of the program. We have a theater class, actually, which doesn't sound intriguing at first to some military folks, but is a great way for people to really find their voice. We have a bunch of Dog Tag alums on the call right now, so they can attest to the fact that the finding your voice piece is just as important, if not more so, than a lot of the other aspects of the fellowship program, because it allows you to figure out who you are post-military service. And that applies to both.
Monifa found her voice yet?
Yeah, Monifa, how would you say you feel about that? You wouldn't even let yourself have a photo taken of you at the beginning of
the I admitted I was an introvert. I did. But I'm still working on it.
Yes.
I still have to work at being in the front. And have I received some messages about, hey, that pattern is ugly or whatever? Sure. Everybody's not going to like your stuff, but everything isn't for everybody. And it's okay. But you have to learn that. It's easy to say, and it's hard to accept because, everything I make and create and work on, it is my baby. And yes, it's hard to read certain things, but it's in the end, then it's not for you. And that person needs to move on. And that's just saying it nicely.
Yes, I will say it was definitely amazing watching Monifa blossom and find herself. She was already a vibrant personality when she came into the program. And by the end of it, like she said, she found a way to be the face of her business when actively before that, she wouldn't even have her face in a profile picture on Facebook. So there we go. We watched that character arc. And another part that's really important for us and has been really interesting in the virtual world has been our rotations. That's our experiential learning piece that comes from having a bakery, where right now we have our fellows take on projects where they can start to feel like what it's like to manage all the different aspects of running a small business. In the pre-COVID, non-virtual times, this included baking in the bakery itself, and sometimes even sweeping the floors or running front of house and selling to people. But now that we're online, it's a lot more of the planning stages behind that and learning how to market yourself and brand yourself online, and also adjusting to the work from home environment and how that's going to change things. One of the things that we really like to emphasize here at Dog Tag is that we are a family first and foremost. And it's not in the way that companies will tell their employees that they're a family and then turn around and stab them in the back. We're serious. We want you from all different backgrounds, people from all different ranks. We have people who are enlisted, people who were officers, people who not everybody has an honorable discharge because of the past that they experienced and a lot of the other things that happen during your lives. We have people with general discharges as well. And we have people from all 5 branches of the military. And hell, if Space Force sticks around, we're going to be accepting those veterans too. So we are accepting just about everybody who finds a way to get themselves past that military service and wants to find a new path. And we've got people who, a lot of military spouses are people who met their officers or their enlisted folks while they were in another country. So we've even had people who have English not as their first or even second language, but people who come from all over the place and are still part of the military community. And that's something that we like to acknowledge here at Dog Tag. It's not about rank. It's not about what your past was. It's about who are you going to be going forward. Okay, so one of the things that we just put out a Voices of Dog Tag post the other day, especially Black History Month. We're celebrating our Black alums right now. And one of our alums from cohort 5, Fallon, actually she currently works as a case manager at Friendship Place, which is an organization focused on providing care to homeless veterans. And so she's found a way to continue to serve the military community in a totally different capacity than what she was doing in the Army and the National Guard. But she's working as a case manager and she's working full time figuring things out. Another one of our alums, Tara Grant from cohort 8, works full time for the U.S. State Department as a support specialist and then does some catering on the side. So we have all sorts of people working full time, focusing on themselves, doing what they need to do. And some people really go back and decide to go get an MBA. Some people say, oh, that business certificate wasn't enough. I got a taste of it and now I want more. And they go on and they go on for their masters. We have someone, Michelle Bell, in cohort 3. She's a caregiver and she just found her way back to school to finally get her bachelor's degree in criminal justice. She's been working with an associate's for so long, and now she found a way to get a scholarship. We linked her up with people that we knew, with partners that we knew through Dog Tag, and she's on her way to continue her education. So you're right, Bob. There's tons of different things people go on to do after Dog Tag. Not everybody's starting a business, and not everybody's starting a business immediately after graduation. So, and something that, Bob made mention of the fact that I was a storyteller when I first started, and now I work as the alumna coordinator. So I make sure that even when people graduate the Dog Tag Fellowship, that they're still part of the family. You're not only there when the fellowship's happening, but we continue to engage you for months, years, figuring out how we can still help you. Like I said, we'll introduce you to greater network. You can network with people from past cohorts. We create professional development workshops. We do all sorts of things to make sure that you're not stranded or that you're not just cast out into the void once you've graduated.
One of the most valuable things is just the community. Like, we're still in touch. Like, Linda and Marla are here today. And, it's been 3 months now. And we still do a Monday call and support each other. So I think that's really valuable. And they still reach out to us. And it's true what she says. It's like, once you're in, you're family.
I'll say one of the most important things that we've learned from the partnership with 100 Entrepreneurs is that there's just no timeline. There's no set timeline. There's no set of rules for people to figure out when they're going to be entrepreneurs or what an entrepreneur even is.